after 69 minutes. That is a lovely finish from Schneider, and could the comeback be on here?
Oh yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Borderline Glory here with Servette. We have got two games coming up. The first against Lausanne, who we've already played against in this season, and then we play against Stade, Lausanne-Ouchy, as you can see there. We play against 6th in the table and then 11th in the table, with that game being in the Swiss Cup. Hopefully we get a result in that one and continue to advance in that tournament, but it's not been the best start for us really. Now, one thing I will say is that the board is not too frustrated. We are on a C grade at the moment, which I guess is pretty satisfactory. And it's nice to see that they'll give us a bit of time, a bit of patience, and especially with all that money that we have, we can start to build the squad, even if it has been a poor start, which it has really. It's just not been good at all. Since last time out, the games against Old Boys and St. Gallen, we've only had one win in the league in 7 games, 2 draws and 4 losses in that time. It's just not been our time at all, but you know, I'm sure it'll turn around eventually. The tactic is still getting nailed on. We've played some good football. We're just not making enough chances, I think, is the problem. But even in the games here that you can see, we have started to score some goals. It's just not been enough for us in the end, really. So hopefully we can go on and start to turn that around today. The first game against the Lausanne, we really want to do a bit of a catch-up job. We are 13 points behind St. Gallen, who are currently in 3rd place. They've dropped down a little bit. And we're only 2 points above that relegation playoff, and then 4 points above the relegation zone. So we definitely need to pull our finger out a little bit. We do have that cup game as well, and should we win the cup, we would qualify for a European competition, if I'm not mistaken, which would obviously be nice, a European qualifier that is. But I guess the focus is just trying to build a bit of momentum. Whether or not we win any of these games today, we'll have to see. Let's just hope we can go on and do it. Let's go and get straight into it. The first one of the day against Lausanne. So the team for this game against Lausanne, we have been plagued with a few injuries, but it does start with a Strinsky in goal, backline of Maziku, Ramos, Diamand and Van den Kerkhoff. We've got Masson, Bajcetic and Schneider making up a midfield, Froling on the left, Morandi on the right and Jallo up top. We've had a few changes to how this setup is looking. That's how we're looking in possession, and out of possession we're looking like that. Kick off here in this game against Lausanne. We had a few kind of move rounds after that team was shown there. You do forget a little bit when on that combined formation there is in possession, out of possession tactics, and the player positions do move around a bit. It is still a bit weird, still taking a bit of getting used to, I should say. But the team on the pitch is not looking too bad. Bajcetic returns. We've got Diamand as well in there, who was just on the ball. Here's Van den Kerkhoff advancing. He squares it in for Morandi, and that is 1-0 here. A massive goal just when we needed it, and that is after 5 minutes. 1-0 up here in this game, and if we can get a win, first of all on camera, but a first win in however many games it has been, then that would do us some favours. There's been some crazy games. A 5-3 win there for Young Boys, a 5-1 win for Verdon against Lugano. I don't know what's going on with first of all, how would Verdon won a game 5-1, and then against Lugano, who aren't a bad team at all. We've got also losses for Zurich against Basel, a team who are around us, and Lausanne as well. Winning this game as it stands takes us up to 8th place. We still have a bit of catching up to do on the teams slightly ahead of us, but should we get a win here in this game, it'll give us a nice bit of momentum, and especially going into that game against Stade Lausanne-Ouchy, which will be a massive game for us in the cup. We would ideally like to try and win that cup, but it is going to be a difficult task if that is something we want to go on and do, but we can at least be very competitive in it and try and get the win here in this episode. But in this game, we are trying to find that win. And after the first half, what has been quite a quiet first half, it looks like we might go into it 1-0 up for the first time in quite some time. But here is Lausanne on the ball down this right hand side for themselves. It looks like we're playing with a basketball or something. That's a very interesting ball we're playing with, probably because of the snow, the very cold conditions we're playing in here. There is Harry Amas, who's given away ball. He's conceded an own goal in our last game, and Froling is in there, and he's put that over the crossbar in the end. Could be doing a little bit better from there. He is in a striker position today. We have been trying him there, and he has gone there today. in this game. Jallo moved back a little bit after some consideration, but Froling, he's had so many goals already this season. He's been so capable. He is on our penalties as well, if I'm not mistaken. Did I move him on to penalties? He definitely took a penalty, because I think I moved him on it because he was on a hat-trick. Let's take a look. Let's have a look how many goals and assists. He had 10 goals and assists in his first 17 games. He has been very, very impressive so far, and hopefully it is going to continue for the rest of the season, because I think we've got ourselves a very good player there, and the first real legend of borderline glory, to say the least. After 50 minutes gone here in this game, down the left hand side, so Servette 1-0 up here in this game. That is a nice thing to hear after so long away from winning games, but whether or not we can hold out for this win is something that will be determined in the final 40 minutes of this game. And now Lausanne attacking down the right hand side, and that is not going to trouble us in the end here. Very, very good work from us in terms of just preventing that chance, putting a bit of pressure on. Could be setting up in terms of the press a little bit better, but structurally wise, really doing well, man marking quite effectively here. We turn over this ball. Here's Schneider, who finds Jallo on this left hand side. Can he play it out wide? He doesn't, but Maziku picks it up. He finds Bajcetic. Now Maziku gets the return ball. He's in behind here for 2-0. Lovely finish. That is a massive, massive goal for us. He puts us 2-0 ahead here in this game, and we could be on for a massive win. Just what that we wanted to see, after so long away. It's just very, very impressive. I'm so happy to see that we're finally going to get a win. The tactics coming together a little bit, and we've had a complete shutout of Lausanne here in this game. We're going to make some changes. Varela on down that left hand side. I'm going to bring Rui Ramos off for Mayate, just to give us a bit of kind of security in the remaining part of this game, and then I'm going to bring Morandi off for Kovic. Give him I don't know why he's gone dead silver for. Is it because of his defensive role? I'm pretty sure it will be. We'll go and move him up a little bit there. There we go. So that will favour him a little bit in terms of the defensive wise. I'll give him a few minutes, and maybe he can go and nick a goal for himself here in this game. But after 60 minutes, 2-0 up, massive plays in this game from Maziku, and then that first goal from who was it from? It wasn't from Jallo. It's not coming up. It was it an own goal or something? I don't really remember what happened there, but there's a ball in behind here for Lausanne. The shot goes in, and that is a good save there from our keeper. I can't remember who scored that goal. That's very, very weird. I guess we'll have to see who's gone and done it in a second. I assume it's one of the substitutes. Still obviously getting used to some of these boys. It is only our first season, and that's why it's quite encouraging that we're getting a lot of support, even if we've started quite rocky. Here's Kovic in behind, had a bit more time, a little bit more composure needed to put that one away there, and it's not to be in the end. The goal was from Morandi, yeah, I thought it was, down that left hand side, or the right hand side I should say, who started this game. I had a bit of a quiet one outside of that. Here's Varela, Masson, Schneider. This just shows the quality of attackers that we have here at the club. Just so many. You forget the amount of quality that you do have. Here's Van den Kerkhoff down this right hand side. Can he look to play that ball in? Where will he go? It's poor in the end, really, from the man with an assist here in this game. He stepped up, done very, very well in place of Kadusu, who is on the bench today, but won't be making a return. We will have this cup game coming up shortly, which will be exciting. Hopefully we get a win. The momentum going to stick with us from this game. Here's Schneider with a free kick, ducking and dipping, but not enough in the end there to put that into the back of the net. I think the good thing about what they do here in Switzerland is that, if I'm not mistaken, they do actually have the cup games are like in their own separate week. They basically cancel all the league games, which I think is a very good thing, and I think it makes sense, to be fair, with all the European spots on offer. I guess the best team will come out on top as we find ourselves in possession of the ball in the midfield. Schneider dispossessed there, but it looks like it might fall out, or maybe not actually. It's a good run from the Lausanne player down that left hand side. They're looking to progress it, a good bit of playing behind, but luckily it's into that side netting. Conte actually is a player we were looking to sign actually. I believe with 1860 Munich, he did stay on the shortlist. I don't know why shortlist decided to move over clubs. I don't really know, but he was a player we were looking at. I think we even put an offer in for him, but it just broke down in the end, as you can see there, Christian Conte, but he didn't come to us in the end. Had some interesting qualities overall, but I guess we went and got bigger players. 5 minutes remaining here in this game. May have given up a little bit of possession, but in terms of the attacking qualities, I think it's the priority for us just to get a few goals, get a few wins under the belt. The full-time whistle is going to go here in this game, and that is a very good display. Now it's time for the Swiss Cup. And the team for this game against Stade Lausanne, we've got a Strinsky in goal, backline of Joe, Ramos, Diamand, Van den Kerkhoff, Masson, Bajcetic, Jallo and Morandi on the wings, Schneider in behind Frohlin. It's kick-off here in this game against Stade Lausanne to make a semi-final, I believe it is now, of the Swiss Cup. Would be massive for us. Just think about all the financial rewards, and then as well, just the chance to win a trophy and to make it to a semi-final where I would like to think it's 2 legs. I don't really know. I don't know if that's something that exists, but I'd like to think it would be something that could potentially happen, to play those 2 legs and then potentially make a final and go on and win this trophy. I feel like the ambition to go and win it is definitely there. It's something we'd like to do, and with that qualifier in place should we win it, which I think is also another rule. I don't know exactly about any of these rules, I am just kind of like saying them, but with how it goes on in other countries, you like to think at least some of them do exist. We are playing in a very nice white and blue kit here in this game, but as we were saying, you know, the ambition to go and get in a qualifier like that is definitely there. We want to play in them, we want to start to gain that experience, because who knows how far this Servette team can go. I think it's been a very long time since they've qualified for Europe. They have been in the qualifiers, but I think a good achievement would be to make maybe a group phase or something like that. Who knows how far we can take this Servette team whilst trying to maybe win that league title in our time here with the Swiss club. But after 40 minutes gone here in this game, we need to bring our ambitions down a little bit, because we're going to go into half-time, the score 0-0 or tied up. Maybe there's even one final chance here for the opposition, and that would really affect our hopes and our chances of getting to where we want to get to. And it is a goal for Stade Lausanne here in this game after 47 minutes of this first half, into literally the last chance of the half. They do get the goal, and we will go 1-0 down away from home. That is very, very frustrating. Maybe there's one final chance here by Cecic. Will he go backwards? He goes to Diamand. Diamand is stepping forward here. He can play it out to his right hand side. He finds Morandi, and Morandi goes back to Van den Kerkhoff. It could be the ball over the top. He finds Morandi instead. Morandi could be in here. Where will he go? He beats his man. He could square it here. That's what he does for Niels Frohling. No idea why he's gone back across his body. Surely it's just into that bottom corner. There's Dior, who was our goalkeeper for our first games of the season. You may remember him. He's moved there now since we let him go. But man, that is very frustrating. I don't know what Frohling is doing there. He should be doing a little bit better from that position, but what can you do really into this second half? As long as we play a bit more positive like that, we should be good. And Joe just completely blasted it down that left hand side, but nothing coming for him in the end there. But he finds himself on this throw in. Masson and Joe, will he go to the edge of the area? He finds Bajcetic. Can he pick out a pass? He finds Diamand. Diamand finds Rui Ramos. Can he go over the top left hand side? It goes to Diamand. Bajcetic, very experienced player even at this age. Van den Kerkhoff is in behind, and that is a poor shot in the end. No idea why it's gone so far into this side netting, and that is frustrating. We've got to be taking our chances a little bit better here. It would be so annoying to go out of the cup at this stage, but if we can get a goal back, then we will be into this game and back where we started when we came into it. We're going to make some changes. I'm going to bring Mayete on for Masson there, so Bajcetic and Masson can hopefully do a little bit, or Mayete I should say, can do a little bit down in the midfield. But here is in Joe's had a very good game, to be fair. He squares it. Who can he find? It's cleared only as far as one of the Stade Lausanne players, and now they're going to look to attack down this right hand side. More defending required for us. Will we be able to cut it out, or will it be another shot? It's crept in. I do not believe it. It has crept in for Stade Lausanne, and it looks like it might just be another loss for us here in our season, and that is going to be so frustrating if it is going to be in the cup, something we had so many goals for, and it's going to be cut short early unless we can find something here in this game. We've made the one attacking change. Varela comes on, and then Mayete as well comes into the midfield, but will it do anything in the remaining 30 minutes, or will have to be revealed down this left hand side? The ball is progressing again for Stade Lausanne, and we have just completely fallen apart here in this game. 3-0 after 60 minutes, and that is so frustrating considering how we played in the last game against an arguably better team, the better Lausanne team, or maybe not, because it is 2 goals for their striker here in this game. And it's so frustrating, so frustrating. In the first season, you want to go and get a good cup run going. If not a good cup run, go and do well in the league. I guess that is going to become our priority now, but you want to make a good mark, good first impression, and to get knocked out like this is just going to be so annoying. But let's see if we can go and get something to leave with here in this game. Here's Morandi, plays the ball over the top. It's a good ball, and what a goal it is, to be fair. And if after 69 minutes, that is a lovely finish from Schneider. And could the comeback be on here in this game? You've got to dare to dream. Why not? Is he offside? He might be. The goal is given for us, and it is 3-1 now in this game. Maybe we make some changes to go and give us something here in this game, but it's looking very unlikely that we will be able to come away with anything. Here is Morandi though, standing over this corner. Who's he going to find in the middle? Mayete. He scored. He has scored. Maybe, just maybe. Hold your breath, folks, because in the last 18 minutes, Mayete is at a dance in front of the Stade Lausanne fans. From 3-0 down, we could have completely turned it around here. Morandi standing over this free kick, a 5-man wall. Will he go for the shot? He does. He's hit the woodwork. Diamant. We have just hit the woodwork. The chance to equalise. Rui Ramos. He's going to cut in. Where will he go? I cannot believe it. Rui Ramos. Oh, that is so unlucky. We've hit the woodwork. We were just about to complete the comeback in 6 minutes. 3 goals. Can we make some changes here in this game? Who can we have to bring on? We've got Maziku, who we can bring on. Watari. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave whoever's out there on the pitch, because something's clearly clicked with all those boys on the pitch, and maybe there's a late goal for us here in this game. What has happened? It's all in their half as well. Are we about to complete a comeback? Is there one final chance for us here in this game? Nothing to lose. We will go very attacking. It looks like the football is being played in our half, but there is 5 minutes of added time here. Will there be one final chance? It's the hope that kills you. You get those 2 goals, and then you don't see a chance for the rest of the game, and the full-time whistle goes, and it's not meant to be here in the Swiss Cup. So not to be in the Swiss Cup there. A woodwork away from going and tying that game up from 3-0 down. At least we got a win in the league. We moved up a few positions. Hopefully by the time you join us next, we will have a few more wins. You can see the potential is there. We've just got to tap into it a little bit more. But if you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to join the Discord down below. I'll leave with this little tune. I'll see you all for another video soon. Thank you. Bye bye.